Imagine a city bustling with life nearly 9,000 years ago. A place so ancient it makes the pyramids look young. This isn't a fantasy. It's Catalhoyuk, one of the most incredible archaeological sites on Earth. And today, we're digging deep into its secrets. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're traveling back in time to modern-day Turkey, to a place that fundamentally changes our understanding of early human societies. Çatalhöyük isn't just an old ruin. It's one of the earliest, largest, and best-preserved Neolithic settlements ever discovered. Flourishing between 7,500 and 6,400 BC, this was a proto-city that housed thousands of people for over a millennium. But what makes it truly bizarre and fascinating is how these people lived. Picture this. There are no streets, no alleyways, no front doors. Instead, Çatalhöyük was a dense honeycomb of mud brick houses, all packed together. To get home, you had to climb a ladder to your roof, traverse across your neighbor's rooftops, and then descend through a hole in your own ceiling. This rooftop world was their public square, their highway, and their social space. It's a completely alien concept of urban design. Why would a society choose to live like this? Was it for defense against outsiders, or maybe even wild animals? Or did it serve a social purpose, binding the community together in a way we can barely comprehend today? Inside these homes, another layer of mystery unfolds. The walls were covered in plaster and decorated with incredible art. We see dramatic hunting scenes, geometric patterns, and most famously, depictions of powerful bulls and other wild animals. These weren't just decorations. They were integral to their daily lives and beliefs. Some murals were repainted dozens, even hundreds of times, year after year, generation after generation. It suggests these images held deep ritualistic meaning. The art wasn't just for show. It was an active part of their spiritual world. And it gets even stranger. The people of Catalhoyuk buried their dead right under the floors of their homes. Imagine sleeping just a few feet above the remains of your parents, your grandparents, and their parents before them. Archaeologists have found multiple generations buried beneath the sleeping platforms. This practice suggests a powerful connection to ancestors. They weren't just gone. They were still part of the household, a constant presence in the lives of the living. Some skeletons were even found without their heads, and these skulls sometimes reappeared elsewhere in the house, plastered and painted to resemble living faces. Were these revered elders kept close as a source of wisdom? This intimate relationship with the deceased is unlike almost anything we see today. Another puzzle is the apparent lack of social hierarchy. In most ancient cities, you find palaces for kings, grand temples for priests, or larger homes for the wealthy. But at Çatalhöyük, the houses are remarkably uniform in size and design. There are no obvious public buildings or signs of a ruling class. This has led archaeologists to believe it might have been an incredibly egalitarian society, where decisions were made collectively and wealth was shared. Think about that for a moment. A large, complex society thriving for over 1,000 years without kings, priests, or a centralized government. How did they manage it? What held their society together? Was it shared beliefs, family ties, or a social structure so different from our own that we're still struggling to understand it? Their diet was surprisingly diverse. They were early farmers, cultivating wheat, barley, and peas, but they were also skilled hunters, tracking wild bulls, deer, and boar. They gathered nuts, fruits, and other plants from the rich marshland nearby. This balanced lifestyle likely contributed to their long-term success. They weren't just surviving, they were thriving. Evidence shows they were skilled craftspeople, making beautiful pottery, intricate woven textiles, and sharp obsidian tools. In fact, the obsidian from a nearby volcano was a key resource. They traded it far and wide, connecting Çatalhöyük to a network of other communities across the region. They weren't isolated. They were a central hub in the ancient world. So, what happened to Çatalhöyük? Why, after more than 1,000 years of continuous habitation, was it abandoned around 6400 BC? There are no signs of a violent invasion or a catastrophic natural disaster. The evidence suggests a more gradual decline. Perhaps the climate changed, making farming more difficult. Maybe the population grew too large for the available resources, or internal social tensions finally fractured their unique way of life. It's possible that as smaller villages grew in the surrounding area, people simply drifted away, choosing a new, less crowded way of life. The end of Catalhoyuk is as mysterious as its beginning. The legacy of Catalhoyuk is profound. It challenges our traditional ideas about the dawn of civilization. It shows us that there isn't just one path to urban living. Humanity has experimented with countless social structures, and this ancient city offers a glimpse into one of the most unique. A society without streets that lived on its rooftops, painted its history on its walls, and kept its ancestors close, right under the floorboards. It was a world built on community, ritual, and a deep connection to both the spiritual and natural worlds. The excavations at Çatalhöyük are ongoing, and with every new discovery, another piece of the puzzle clicks into place. But with every answer comes a dozen new questions. What did their symbols mean? How did their society truly function? What can they teach us about our own potential for community and cooperation? Çatalhöyük isn't just a relic of the past. It's a mirror reflecting the incredible diversity of human experience and the endless mysteries that still lie buried beneath our feet. What do you think is the biggest mystery of Çatalhöyük? The rooftop living, the burials under the floor, or the lack of rulers? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey back in time, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into ancient history. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.